Here come the feels, guys. This woman is listening to her 13-year-old's daughter's heartbeat, whose heart had been donated into another woman's body after she passed away. This is something that's like, it's heartwarming, but it's also tear-wenching. It's heartwarming because the daughter, even though she passed away, she saved somebody else's life. And there's something truly magical about that. But I also feel really bad for this poor woman. Like, look at the grief on her face. It like hurts me to see that. This is my cousin Gareth. He lost his leg to cancer 3 years ago and now has 15 lung tumors and is terminally ill at the age of 26. Last week, he competed in the London Marathon. Wow, this guy truly has the heart of a champion. Like, he is dealing with so much pain, so many medical conditions, and he's not letting anything stop him from accomplishing his dreams. Nothing. If this isn't inspirational, I don't know what is. Like, think about all the things we let ourselves like stop us from doing the things we want. Think about what he has to go through to make things happen in his life, and he's still making things happen. I want everybody to write down one thing that they want to accomplish this week. It can be something small, something like cleaning your room, something they want to accomplish this year, and something they want to accomplish in the next 5 years. And I want you guys to do your best to do all 3 of those things. 9 years ago, I was suicidal and ready to die. Now I'm my 1-week-old son's favorite place to fall asleep. I wasn't always in like the best place in my life. Like, I had a really dark period back when I was in university. I was struggling with school bills. I had been completely backstabbed by my best friend, my boyfriend at the time, and I had hit like what I felt like was rock bottom in my life. It's so hard at the time to think that anything will change. Does that make sense? Like, you're stuck in this this void almost, and it's really, really hard. I don't even know how to explain it, but I just want to let you know that if you are going through a hard time, that it does get better. At the time, you could never see how that is, but life has a funny way of making things work if you just allow it to. So if you guys are feeling sad, and I know sometimes you guys are, I just want you guys to know that like so many people care about you, so many people. Hell, like, I care about you guys. I know there's so many of you and it's so hard to say that, but like, I try my best to respond to the comments, and it really hurts me when I see some of you that are going through hard times. So I just want you guys to know that you're loved. My dad was killed in the line of duty 10 months before I graduated from college. Oh, it must be really hard to lose your dad at such an important time in your life. But there is a positive to this story. The guys from his station came to support me at the graduation ceremony. So all the people her dad used to work with came to be her stand-in father for the ceremony. It really warms my heart because it's so nice to know that there are so many kind people in this world. It's important to pay attention to people like this, the people who do try to make your life better, because sometimes it's easier to focus on the bad. An 11-year-old homeless boy's meeting with Badgie the dog resulted in a genuine and true friendship. All day long, Rommel the boy begs for money, and in the evening, he shares his food with the dog. Aww. In return, Badgie protects the boy from anyone who tries to steal his money. It's really terrible that this boy is homeless, but it's also really beautiful to see how much him and his dog love each other and care for each other. Look at this. Isn't this just adorable? Can somebody save this boy? I'm gonna try to figure out how to save this boy, for real. My parents have been married for 34 years. My mom is in her final stages of young onset dementia. My dad cares for her long term. She doesn't always remember his name, but she knows she is safe with him. Isn't that true love? She doesn't even remember who he is sometimes, but she like knows like in her heart that she loves him and that she's safe. I need to stop doing videos like this. They make me sad. This girl couldn't walk for 10 months. When her boyfriend came to pick her up before prom, she showed him her first steps. Oh my god, that is so sweet. I think it's so adorable how he stuck through her, because some people are so shallow. I feel like they wouldn't even stick with someone through the whole process. Guys, my heart is just breaking into a million pieces. Saw this sweet old lady passionately describing every sculpture to her blind husband at the art museum. Bless her soul. The patience she has, that's like true love is being with somebody through like the bad times and the good times. And this lady is like proof of it. My son is autistic. The best part of my day is a 20-minute nighttime routine with all his stuffed animals. Repetition doesn't bother him, so my same jokes totally kill every night. Oh, look how happy they are. This is amazing. At the traffic light, I saw a motorcyclist petting a golden retriever in a car in front of me. It's crazy how like simple little acts like petting someone's dog or doing something kind, helping somebody pick something up, holding a door from someone can really make someone's day. So like if you can take a second to do something kind, please do it. I'm sure somebody will appreciate it in your life and you'll just make the world a little bit of a better place. And imagine if everybody did that and everybody made the world a little bit of a better place. This little boy walks 4.5 kilometers to school every single day. And sometimes it gets really cold. This is a picture taken of him after -9 degrees Celsius weather. Wow, I just started. -9 degrees. Can we just take that in for a second? Do you know how cold that is? Look at him. He is literally frozen. Like his hair has turned into ice. His eyebrows, even his eyelashes. Like his face is all red. I can't imagine how painful this must be. And his jacket doesn't look all too warm either. Think about how much so many of us take school for granted. Some people don't get education. Some people don't have that privilege in their lives. A lot of us, like we grow up and we hate school. And most of the time it's because of some of the kids at school. But sometimes we just don't like school. But you just really have to look at a picture like this and appreciate that we have that option and not everybody has that option. And some kids, they will literally freeze to death, not to death, but freeze to get to class because that's how important it is to them. It really makes one think, doesn't it? Since we're having such an inspirational talk in this video about all the topics, I've mentioned bullying, and I also want to say about bullying, because I've also been bullied when I was younger. Was a little bit of a chubby kid when I was growing up, and I was weird, I was nerdy. Now it's okay to be nerdy, but when I was growing up, people would be like, oh, like you watch anime, like you play video games. Like it was a little not as common, and I was getting bullied for it, and it just... Now it's all over. But my point though is like you won't ever see those people again once you get older. So just, you know, focus on the things that matter, the people that love you. Try to ignore it. If it's gotten to the point where it's bad, you should definitely talk to an adult about it or somebody who can help you with it. Steve Irwin's family accepting his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I used to watch The Crocodile Hunter so much when I was younger. If you guys don't know who he is, he's this guy who used to promote wildlife conservation, used to bring people up close with animals. Unfortunately, he passed away due to like, I think it was a stingray. His family is continuing his legacy. Last year, I started learning my girlfriend's native language because her parents didn't speak English. This week, I asked their permission to marry her in Portuguese. The amount of dedication he has to his girlfriend is just amazing, amazing, amazing. And this makes me so happy, guys. You know how hard it is to learn another language? I'm trying right now because my boyfriend's Dutch. Fortunately for me, everybody in his life also speaks English, so it's not necessary, but I'm still trying to learn Dutch, and it is a struggle. Let me tell you that. Like, I'm trying, it's sort of working, but it's taking time. A girl watching her granddad crying at a veterans meeting. Oh, I know this feeling. It's like when you see somebody who like you respect or love, especially if it's somebody you've never seen upset, when you see them break down, it hits so damn hard. Like I remember the first time I saw my dad cry, and it just like, I didn't know how to deal with it. Sorry, I'm just trying really hard not to cry, cause I guess I'm a little bit of an emotional person. Okay, so first time I saw my dad cry, I was so upset because like it's somebody you really respect and you think of them as such a strong person. But I guess then you realize not crying doesn't necessarily make you a strong person. Sometimes you have to be strong to cry. Does that make sense? Anyways, back to the picture. The expression on her face says it all. She knows like all the sacrifices he made for the country, and I guess that just really hits hard. After 4 years of struggling with infertility, we finally have a tiny baby girl. Oh my god, that must be really hard to deal with, like knowing that you want a family so bad and you want to start a family. Genetics, your body isn't letting you have it. Then they finally got their little miracle baby. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it didn't make you too sad. I hope it made you happy. And don't forget, if you need someone to really talk to, you can message me on Twitter. I have a lot less followers on there, so it's a lot easier for me to see some messages if like you really not talk about something important. Just know that I'm always there. I love you guys all so much. Stay awesome, stay sweet, and don't forget, nice to each other.